What's up, guys? This is Justin with Vanguard Vlogs, coming to you live, or pre-recorded, or however life works these days. The technology's moving fast, you guys. You gotta keep up with the universe, and love your parents. They provide for you. Anyways, so today I'm here after opening some BT11 boxes when they came out, which is pretty recently, which was a decent set. I guess I'm not a big fan of Aquaforce or, you know, Seal Dragons, Kagura, that sort of thing, so it wasn't a great set for me. But Narukami, which is my favorite clan ever in the whole universe ever, had some pretty cool stuff, including this bad boy, Eradicator Sweep Command Dragon, who is the focus of this deck. I got this box from one of the boxes that I opened. It's quite nice. I like it. So let's begin. This is a deck that I made focused on the Sweep Command Dragon, which is a great card. The strategic focus I would describe as retire front rear guards just every turn, all day, every day. Can't stop, won't stop. I don't know the rights to that. Okay, moving on. Starting Vanguard, Eradicator, First Thunder, Draco Kid. He is super hyped. He just got that sword for Christmas from his dragon mommy and his dragon daddy, and he's the Thunder. Either he's the beginning Thunder, or he is the unfocused camera. I am the beginning Thunder. Okay, he has Forerunner, and to summarize his ability, when you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, and an opponent's rear guard is put into the drop zone due to a card effect, you can then slide him into the soul, search the top 10 cards of your deck for a Sweep Command Dragon, and Superior Ride it, which I think is awesome. And obviously you need it if you're running a Sweep Dragon deck. 4. Worm Toxin Eradicator, Seobu, heal triggers. These are the Eradicator heal triggers that come with the Eradicator trial deck, which I believe is number 9? Yeah, TDO 9. I have 8 critical triggers, 4 of the Eradicator ones from the new trial deck, and 4 of the Yellow Gem Carbuncles from the old Resonance of the Thunder Dragon trial deck. And then I have 2 Zephyr Eradicator Hayate, they are the Eradicator stand trigger, and 2 Eradicator Dragon Mages, which are the draw trigger. Then I run 3 of the Wyvern Guard Gold Perfect Guards. As soon as BT10 comes out, I will replace these with the Eradicator Wyvern Gold, whatever those are called. But they are the Eradicator Narukami. They are essentially the same. Like, they have the same creature on the art doing the same thing. It's just got Eradicator in the name, which is good because some card effects require you to have cards with Eradicator in the name, so you want to have as many of those as possible. And I only run 3 because I think running 4 usually just clogs up your grade 1 lineup, because I've never had to run one of these. I've never had to ride it, so I intend to keep it that way. 2 of the Red River Dragoons. I have the new one from TDO 9 and the old one from TDO 6. I kind of just like having them both. It looks cool if you have them both on the rear guard circles. They're the 8K vanilla, by the way, if you didn't know that. Then I have the only rare in the grade 1 lineup. It's a BT 11 rare. Yeah, that makes sense. Steel-blooded Eradicator Shuki. He seems like a cool guy, but when the camera focuses, you realize he's a gun. He's actually crazy. Watch kids, watch your wife, whatever. His effect is focused on if your rear guard is put into the drop zone due to an effect of one of your cards, and you have a Vanguard with Eradicator and its card name, this unit gets plus 3,000. Since it can happen multiple times per turn, he could essentially become a 13k grade 1, which is awesome. And that's why I like it. That's why I have 4, because he's normal grade 1 that could become potentially the most powerful grade 1 in the universe ever. Don't question me. Then I have Eradicator Fire I've done this video like 3 times, never said his name properly. Kokaiji. He is the 10k booster, and his effect is when this unit boosts an Narukami Vanguard, if the number of cards in your opponent's damage zone is 3 or more, the boost unit gets plus 4,000. So he's essentially a 10k booster. Then the last grade 1 is Eradicator Demolition Dragon. He's a really good opening grade 1. Only on the rear guard, his effect is if you have a Vanguard with Eradicator in its card name, it's plus 3,000. So he's just a 10k front row rear guard, which is why I run 4, because early game, as long as he's not the only one you draw, he's awesome. Starting up the grade 2s, I have Assassin Sword Eradicator Susui, Suhu. Vanguard to Rearguard Circle, Counterblast 2. When this unit's attack hits the Vanguard, if you have a Vanguard with Eradicator in the card name, pay the cost. If you do, just one of your opponent's rearguards in the front row and retire it. Now, this is the only card I kind of debate on, that's why I only have one of him, because, yes, he plays to the effect of the card, but Counterblast 2 and your attack has to hit is kind of costly, especially when there's a card that has a similar effect for less cost, at least in my opinion. But I have one, just in case, to support the whole theme of the deck. Then I have 2 Dragon Dancer Julias. Doesn't really support the theme of the deck, but when this unit is placed on Vanguard or Rearguard, reveal the top card of your deck. If the revealed card is a grade 1 or 2 Narukami, call it to Rearguard. The reason I don't think it really supports the deck, but if you happen to just by chance call an extra grade 1 because of the effect, you could use it for like a card effect that requires you to sweep a unit into the soul. So it's not necessarily like a required card, but it's a great card, and that's why I run 2. Then I have 2 Dragon Dancer Veronicas, who are the 10k interceptors. Again, I only run 2 kind of as a limitation of space, because I ran 4 when I first started this deck, and I would draw her all the time, and it would never matter. Never got to use her, really. Then I have 2 Eradicator Spark Rain Dragons, which are, if you have an Eradicator card name on the rearguard, and this is on the rearguard circle, it gets plus 3,000, making him like a 12k grade 2. He's really good. He comes with the trial deck. I believe there's only 1 per trial deck, but he's really good. I bought him like 6 of these trial decks now, because I played 3 Narukami decks. So, it's a very good trial deck. Then Fetus Sword Eradicator Cho-U. This is a double rare from the new set. His effect is, choose another one of your rearguards with Eradicator in its card name, put it into the soul. See, when I mentioned earlier, the soul, this is where it comes in. When this unit is placed in the Vanguard or Rearguard circle, if you have a Narukami Vanguard, pay the cost. Choose one of your opponent's rearguards in the front row, retire it. Run 3 of him, and that's, that's the point of the deck, is retire front row rearguards, superior call. And then I have his grade 3 equivalent. He's especially good because to do the starting Vanguard's effect, you already have to have a grade 3. So, riot him, sack opponent's rearguard, superior call from the top 10, and then he gets sack another. Since it's front row rearguards, he can only sack another one, but with some magic, it would stack up to a maximum of 3. Though I can't think of a situation where that would actually happen. The kind of like the bonus grade 3 I have is Sealed Demon Dragon Dungori. I use him because he is another really good Narukami that retires rearguards, and so again another way to superior call. And he's SP and he's Narukami, and I like him. It's just kind of a personal preference. You don't have to do it. I'm not gonna make you. So go away. And last but not least, I have 4, still waiting for 2 in the mail. Eradicator Sweep Command Dragons. He is awesome. I really like his effect. It doesn't seem too powerful, but it's also not too costly. And since you can just, if you run 4, you keep doing it every time you ride numbers. Maybe, I don't know. Limit Break 4, Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 2. Which again comes into play if you put a lot of cards in the soul. It's very helpful. When your opponent's rearguard is put into the drop zone from an effect of one of your cards, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card and choose one of your opponent's rearguards in the front row and retire it. He gets plus 5,000, so he goes up to 16. The other one is choose one of your rearguards with the Eradicator, put it into the soul. When this unit is placed in the Vanguard circle, if you pay the cost, sack one of your opponent's rearguards. So, regardless of whether you do this effect, he always sacks a rearguard, which is why he is so freaking awesome. This deck is basically just keep putting the pressure on. You keep summoning grade 2s in the front, keep getting rid of theirs, keep having more attacks. They can never intercept. That's why I think it's a great deck. That's why I run it. Also not too expensive. Besides the fact that it took me forever to actually find 4 of these, they were only 10 to 12 bucks each. This was only like 8 bucks. In the next set, or in an upcoming set, there's a Dungari Unlimited which is a new Dungaree is becoming like a big subclan, so he might rise in price. I'm not sure. These are only like $2, maybe less. These again like $2 or $3. These only come in the trial deck, making them a little harder to get, and everything else is a common, apart from the perfect guards, which are perfect guard price. I think 8 to 15. And then the grade 1 rare, where did he go? He's also probably I'd say $3. And the starting is a common, so it's not an expensive deck. If you like Narukami's, buy a trial deck, a new one and an old one is the basis of what you're gonna need. Maybe 2 new ones and 1 old one, and you can make this deck at home. It's like cooking with Vanguard. And I have the sweet box, which if you buy BT11 booster boxes, booster boxes. I don't know why I was correcting myself. You get one of 4 deck boxes. There's a Sweep Dragon, which I have right here in front of your face. There's an Armor Break Dragon, which is another really good Narukami card. It's the other deck that I run. Not totally finished yet. There's a Angel Feather one. I think it's Zerakiel. And there's a Transcore Dragon one. And I have those. They're over there, so I'm not going to bring them to show you. But I have them, and they're very nice. Which is why I recommend buying the boxes. And if you're a really, really hardcore collector, in Japan, they did the same thing, but they had 4 different boxes. And I believe they are Dauntless Drive Dragon, Seal Dragon, Hellfire Arcade, Blockade Inferno, Last Card Revon, and the Genesis Fortuna box, which I do have. And the other, if I were to make a recommendation about BT11 and BT10, Genesis is a clan that by the time BT10 comes out, they'll be able to make a full deck. I already have mine all planned out. Probably going to get 2 or 3 BT10 boxes to finish it up. But I'm really excited. It's a new gold clan to go along with, like, it's very OTT-like. And I'm really excited. The main card for it is my English today is dying. Fortuna, Goddess of Good Luck Fortuna. And there's a Break Ride and everything. It's awesome. Highly recommended. Let me know how you liked the deck profile for this. Also, I'm linking in the description, but Parallel Worlds Gaming is the local game shop where I get all my stuff. I will leave a link to their Facebook page down below. And leave a comment if you think I should do the deck profile differently, because I'm going to do an Armor Break one. And I'd like to know everything you guys have to say. Bye.